Situation is complicated, isn't it? I've been sitting here wondering why it is. Found a picture from the summer from that summer when it all began. Long drives and sunsets over everything. I'm talking about a long drive, smooth ride, holding your hand on your thigh, my ride or die. Oh, 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 you were my ride or die. And I'm thinking about late nights, same vibe, talking about nothing all night, my ride or die. Oh, 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 you were my ride or die. But what was I? I was just filler, something in between what you think you need. I was just filler. I was just filler, something in between what you think you need. I was just filler. Cool breeze, kicking it nightly, trying to learn everything about you. Yeah, homies laughing about old things, future dreams and what you wanna do. I still see you in the dimming light, feel the heat by the fire's light, conversations and sunsets over everything. And I'm talking about a long drive, smooth ride, holding your hand on your thigh, my ride or die. Oh, 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 you are my ride or die. Yeah, and I'm thinking about late nights, same vibe, talking about nothing all night, my ride or die. Oh, 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 you are my ride or die. But what was I? I was just filler, something in between what you think you need. I was just filler. I was just filler, something in between what you think you need. I was just filler. We were something like a movie, something about you moved me all in, falling. Couldn't see the ending, never would've guessed that fall could end it. Something like a movie, something about you moved me all in, falling. Couldn't see the ending, never would've guessed that fall could end it. And I'm talking about a long drive, smooth ride, holding your hand on your thigh, my ride or die. Oh, 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 you were my ride or die. And I'm thinking about late nights, same vibe, talking about nothing all night, my ride or die. Oh, 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 you were my ride or die. But what was I?
Hello, thank you so much for tuning in and checking out that brand new song, Filler, that I wrote inspired by Khalid. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you heard his voice as I was performing it. I had an amazing time writing it and putting it together, and so I thought I would take you guys through the journey on how I wrote it, and hopefully it gives you some tools and inspiration as you go along on your songwriting journey. But before we start, I'd love to give a quick shout out to Lawton Audio. This is an LS208. I used it to record the guitar, use it to record my vocal, and it's an incredible microphone. So thank you so much to my friends at Lawton Audio. Now, without any further ado, Here's how I wrote Filler. The first thing that I like to do when writing a song inspired by someone is listen to their music. Obviously, that's gotta be the first thing. You gotta listen to their music. He's got such incredible music going back to 2017 to now, and there are so many elements that make his music great. So I did what I do, and I went on a deep dive trying to gather all the information I could, from Spotify, Wikipedia, live performances, all the way to interviews to try to get a holistic picture of who Khalid is. Because so much of what comes out in the music is what you have on the inside. It's who you are. So I tried to get a whole picture of him so that I could write in the free spirit that is Khalid. Melody, 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 melody. Such a crucial part of music. And you hear a consistent, natural ability for melody in all of Khalid's music. American Teen, the Sun City EP, Free Spirit, and his dozens of other collaborations. You start to notice and recognize these things that Khalid does that's very characteristically Khalid. And my favorite thing that he does, which is not something that everybody does, is his use of space. A perfect example of that is his verse on Be Like That. His verse has a killer melody. He also does this really cool emphasis on a theme rhythmically in his melodies. Like in Better, it's when he sings Love to See You Shine, he goes da 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 da. Da, 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 da. There's one rhythmic theme that's being emphasized and repeated, and it's just so cool to hear. It's just a really beautiful way of making a melody stick, giving it a foundation of a repeating theme. Lyrics, the second most, well, obviously another incredibly important element when it comes to music. And this is another reason why I love Khalid's music so much, is because I feel like regardless of the topic and what some of the lyrics might be, at the heart of every song is a love song. There's a budding love, there's a existing love, there's a desire for love, or there's heartbreak. And it's a beautiful thing because when it comes to music, writing about love is one of the things that never goes out of style. You can spin it, you can dress it up, but when the heart of it is rooted in love, that song has no expiration date. But you see it across all his music, even in Young, Dumb, and Broke, which kind of sounds like a silly, like, hey, let's have fun type of song. And there's just a sensitivity in there, despite the vibe and the bounce and the fun. There's a contemplativeness, I don't know if that's a word. There's a desire to have a connection, to have a relationship. But he's a hopeless romantic, and I love it. That's one of the things I could latch onto specifically for the song Filler, where I could write from the standpoint of, it's gone now, but I miss it. Secondly, visuals. In interviews and things, like hearing that Khalid's parents were in the military, he was doing a lot of traveling, I wonder if that added to his perspective of songwriting. And putting descriptive visuals into your lyrics creates a very powerful image in the minds of us listeners. And so it's another thing that I really wanted to incorporate into this song. And this last piece of the puzzle is really the thing that makes Khalid Khalid. And it's his vocal, it's his voice. Loose jaw, slurring words together, gliding over melodies, just barely touching consonants. It's beautiful, it's perfect. It's Khalid. Those elements all combined and done so naturally create Khalid's signature sound. It's in his voice. And he emphasizes the signature sound by not only using his voice in the top line in the melody, he's singing these like swirling melodies in the background, using his voice like an instrument, like a pad, like strings. It's a really cool thing. He's singing these beautiful melodies with lots of reverb and stuff, and it makes this gorgeous natural bed of sound that blends in perfectly because it's his voice. And finally, I'm not really a producer. I'm more of a songwriter than anything else, but I just added a little bit of production to make it feel like it has a little more movement, a little more depth, a little more vibe to it, and I really hope that you guys felt it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope these tips really helped you. The song should be available very soon on Spotify, streaming everywhere if it isn't already. And one last question for you. For the next video, should I write a song inspired by Shawn Mendes or Justin Bieber? Let me know in the comments below. I'll catch you guys in the next one, okay? Bye.